All right, let's go ahead and see what it does. So it runs, but unfortunately, until I get the computer tuned and the VATs deleted, that's all it's going to do. All right, so I'm currently in Ohio, going to meet up with the tuner. Hopefully, we can get this thing tuned, and with any luck, it'll run and work just fine. So far, as far as this LS swap stuff goes, finding a tuner that is willing to tune and delete the VATs and do the most basic stuff for a reasonable price has by far been the hardest part of doing my LS swap. Getting the engine in, doing the wiring, doing the fuel system, that was all just easy stuff to do that you can easily do by yourself. And honestly, I've been thinking about getting the HP tuner set up and the program just so I can do all this type of stuff myself. Just to kind of, you know, self-reliance is the best thing in the world, you know. You don't have to rely on nobody. You know, this guy that's tuning my computer, he's charging me, I believe, 60 bucks to do the tune. People that I reached out to in Michigan wanted $300 plus. They wanted minimum. The cheapest person I could find to tune the computer wanted $300. And all of the other tuners that I pretty much reached out to flat out told me they wouldn't even touch it. And they told me your best bet would be to just go ahead and get the Holley Terminator X set up for your swap. You know, as much as I'd love to do that, I'm not one of these people that is completely freaking made of money. You know what I mean? There's a reason that I'm buying used junkyard parts and, you know, engines and shit off a marketplace. You know what I mean? I am not balling out of control to where I can just, you know, log on to Summit, get a fucking crate motor delivered and a brand new you know, I ain't got it like that. So I said, you know, if I hadn't found this guy to tune my computer for a reasonable price, I probably would have went ahead and already ordered the HP tuner system by now. But like I said, I reached out to this guy and he seems like a very honest, you know, so far the guy's been really cool, just going back and forth on Messenger and talking to him on the phone. You know, I can just tell that this guy seems like one of the honest, you know, straight shooters, you know what I mean? Not one of these prima Donna fucks like I've been finding up in Michigan. Anyhow, about to get off the freeway here and meet up with the tuner, so I'll check back with you guys in a few when I'm on my way home. Alright, so here we are. I got the computer tuned and everything seems to be good to go with that. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and throw it in the truck, hook up the battery, say a prayer, hit the key, and we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and put this computer in. Alright you guys, so we got the computer back in the truck and hooked up. We've also got the battery in there and all reconnected as well. And we know the truck ran before, but it wouldn't stay running because of the VATs in the computer. So let's go ahead and find out if it'll stay running with the new tuned computer in it. pressure. Tack seems to be working. Hell yeah. Oh, that is a sweet sound right there, you guys. I gotta tell you, this has been, you know, one hell of a roller coaster of emotions. You know, like I said in the very beginning of this, in video number 1, this is the very first like engine swap I've ever done in a vehicle other than like a little mini bike project. So, you know, just hearing this thing fire up and run and stay running and not making any crazy noises and catching on fire and all that, you know, I'm geeked. So anyway, you guys, couldn't have done it without your help, and I also couldn't have done it without David. If you're watching this video, the guy who tuned my computer for me, thank you very much. You know, that was by far, like I said, that was one of the hardest parts of this LS swap stuff, was just finding somebody to actually tune the computer at a reasonable price. So I know it probably needs a little bit more fine tuning and adjustability, but like I said, at this point, I'm just glad to hear it running. And like I said, at this point, all I got to do now is just start piecing it back together, get some coolant flowing through the coolant system, rehook the radiator, you know, all that little stuff. So now that we know she's a runner, it's time to find out if she's actually a driver. So I did yank the drive shaft out of the barn the other day, so I'm gonna get that cleaned up and painted, and yeah, go ahead and start putting the core support and all that stuff back on. And you know, until the next one, you guys, you know, I appreciate you guys watching and sticking around. You know, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. So until the next one, Sitting Low signing out, and we finally got this turd running. So like I said, now it's time, now that we know she's a runner, it's time to find out if she's a driver. So anyway, you guys, signing out. See you in the next one.